Right, welcome back to potentially the last game in this World Cup video series, because I'm 1-1 in the top 8 game, in the top 8 match, and I'm not going first because I scored fewer points than my opponent in total. And yeah, I'm not going first, and there is a gala in the tray, which I suppose my opponent is going to draw. So we need to pay extra attention to cards that can combat a forest or grassland engine that features a gala. My opening hand features a red-leg Partridge, which can be quite nice. There is an extra food bird. There is no extra card bird, but there are birds that can live in the wetlands at least. The kingfisher is okayish. The blue throat is kinda nice. Can also store a ton of eggs for the partridge. There is not a single bird with the platform nest, which is a bit disappointing. Yeah, I suppose the Gala engine won't feature a bird of prey necessarily, so I'm probably not picking the turkey vulture. I think I will just take the blue throat and play these 3 birds in the first column. At least I can produce a ton of eggs with the partridge, and that must be my game plan, I guess. So keeping the food for the barbet. And hope for the best. Right. Consecutive birds with ascending or descending scores or cup nests. I take the scores then, since we are going to start with a 1-point bird. So, as expected. This. Try to get me food for the blue throat immediately, and that blue throat can then help me assemble the partridge. And yeah, then I will just try and find birds for mine. Future grasslands engine is what I wanted to say. So I pick these 2 and get the grub for free. That means I can play my blue throat. Do I want to give them free wheat? Because that will help them to play the gala. Do I want to draw that eagle owl? Will I be able to get it on the board? Questions and questions. I think I will want to draw the eagle owl unless this bird has something else to say about this. And might as well give away nectar. House sparrow. Oh, that would be An interesting card. That can use wheat to generate points, so it would be a counter for the Gala engine, but in a world where I want to activate my grassland with as many brown powers as possible, it's not as potent. I think there are better options for me. Asian Emerald Dove. Also beautiful. But I do sort of... So gain food, play Partridge. Lay eggs. Okay, there is no way to get the Partridge and the Eagle Owl with eggs on it. And I do want to play the Partridge in that spot in the grassland. That's for certain. Then I might just ignore that Eagle Owl. I mean, gaining food is probably still fine. So I could consider establishing the Eagle Owl in the forest and put an egg on it. But I think that's bullshit. I will just ignore the first round goal, I think, and focus on this stuff. Yellowhammer, so they get to play free birds again. That's kind of bad news. The moment it doesn't look like they are going to play Gala, but probably they are keeping this for later. So there's no urgent need for anything. So I lay eggs first, and then I'll draw cards. Do I want to play any of these? Don't think so. Quite a nicey. I think I will give us a fish then. Play the petrol and devote my next turns to trying to find a potent grasslands engine. Ideally one that has the right sequence of points. Cup nest birds with eggs is the order of the day. We're behind on that already. Don't want to play this. So I do have a pretty solid base here, and need to focus on really drawing a bunch of cards now. Get them on the ground in the next round and produce a ton of eggs on the way. If I get to maximize the value of my red-legged partridge, I'm going to be able to score quite a bunch of points here. I'm not sure if it will be enough. But it's something that I will try. So there's a grasshopper sparrow. That's a nice and nimble bird, so I'm definitely drawing that. I will also discard eggs to draw extras. Oh, it's not an engine bird, but it's a good use for surplus cards. Goodie. Oh, that's a goodie. Copying Partridge. Sounds nice. Still, I want to maintain the order of things here, so play the sparrow first. Then potentially the catbird and skip the eagle owl. And then some wetlands bird with egg slots below, and ideally a forest bird with the same qualifications above. Might be that the catbird actually is too late for what I'm planning here. But then the cup-nest bird is also interesting, although there's already the third one. Yeah, this is not going to... This round goal will again not be mine. Opponent is building a forest engine and probably is going to play the Gala there, but it's not likely that this is going to be any good. So discard an egg to gain with egg surplus. That's actually nice. Great egret can also be nice. Yeah, opponent is building the forest power engine, I think. It's no harm throwing around some nectar. And I think the Great Egret is going to be the best card for me. This is rather unfortunate. An egg-laying setup, not being able to win the egg-based round goals, that's kind of sucks. So I shall try to find some food. Will I be able to roll a berry? I will. There is the gala. Now it's going to get nasty. So I will definitely lay eggs, so at least I can participate in the round goal. That's so unfortunate. The setup is again in a way that I cannot win the round goals or the nectar ratings, because my opponent has the forest engine and the better timing for the round goals. So if you lose all the nectar and the round goals, then it's really difficult to win a game of Wingspan. It's really unfortunate. So I really have to try to maximize everything I can do with regard to my grassland engine. Will I find a 6-point bird for the grassland that's worth it? Thinking of that wheat-eating bird that I didn't want. At least the gala helps me with my food gaining, but apart from that, I'm not happy with how the game goes. But anyways, it has been a fun tournament so far, and when it ends here, it's fine. I reached the top 8, which is a very nice achievement. But yeah, I threw away the second game, and I think birds so quickly. I didn't even see what was here. It's unfortunate. Oh, or maybe that was a draw from a... No, the Oriole draws from a deck, right? Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It's not going to win any round goal, I fear. I might need to draw away these birds that tax my egg laying, because when they start taxing my egg laying, then I lose everything. So let's just get rid of those. That's actually good. Then I do have a plan, because this does generate quite a bunch of points. So I will now play the Eagle, so I'll at least get 5 points of this bonus card, and then Swift behind that, and then I'll just try to find stuff. Hooded Warbler in the forest. Don't have a lack of useless birds, fortunately. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Might want to draw cards before I activate this. Because if I draw cards and if I find another cavity nest bird, I might at least compete for the round goal. The fairy wren probably doesn't do anything for me, right? Not really. There won't be many X-slots left by the end of the game, I hope. Yeah, finding some of these forest birds that have the right nest and play an extra bird would be quite cool. And this is also at least the right nest, but it's not a bird that I want to play right now. Yeah, draw, play, lay. We have to try. It's not really interesting. Could be interesting. Especially as it can hop out of the... But I don't have the food. Never mind. So I can play one bird at least. Yeah, then I will just play the 6-point parrot. Speaking of 6-point birds, eh? Bit too late to the party, unfortunately. So the catbird is going to copy the Swift as long as I have cards in hand, which I will have for quite a while. So I can actually... But I will have to play some additional birds. Because the like 27-ish. 26 eggs are not going to win the game. As I declared before, nothing is going to win this game for me. Probably. We need one egg here and one egg here. This will sort itself out automatically. So we are not going to play this. So ideally a double playbird for the forest so that the catbird can produce 3 points on activation. That would help like a lot. So there is a northern goshawk in the tray, which would mean could play that and another bird. But not sure if it's worth it. I mean, the other options available for Ibisbill plus Great Egret or something, I would need food, which I cannot gain easily, so a free bird for hand cards is not that bad. Yeah, I will want to draw cards. This one. Okay. Might just play these then. No, I want to spend one nectar in the forest also. So. And for that I can just play a random 5-point bird. Which is kind of sad. Yeah, I can prospectively spend this egg. That's a goodie. Cannot do this. That's also not really helpful. Alright, then that's going to be Bell's Vireo and Goshawk. Lay eggs twice. And yeah. Leave this World Cup on the wings of the opponent's gala, probably. Although, I mean, they're not gonna activate it forever, probably, and this is probably not good enough. Vireo. We need to get rid of... Well, don't need to. think I got it all wrong. When I activate the cat bird to copy the partridge, it copies in the column of the partridge, right? Well, it doesn't change much, I guess. We'll find out anyways. Would be something that would be good to know, actually. I mean, when I copy the white-throated swift, the tuck goes into the swift as well, so... And in that case, I might have thrown away several points. Because I was tacitly assuming that this will be the column where the eggs go. Anyways, cannot change it now. So here it is not going to happen, so we can definitely fill these. We do a tuck, so this is now... this slot will be available in any case. Yeah, it goes in that column, okay. That means for the next activation I am going to copy the white-throated swift. 3, 7. Huh, I'm even one slot short. Not ideal. Yep, this is not going to be enough. 30 eggs is great, but I lose basically all other categories. We'll probably use point perks, tucks, cached food, nectar, round goals, bonus cards. Yeah, this is definitely over. Sad. Could I have changed something when I realized how the catbird worked? Probably not, because I would have overflown on eggs anyways, and I could not have used them as quickly because I was not producing that much food. There were quite a few bottlenecks. 21 down. 25. 32. Catching up, but not enough, and I will not win any other category, as predicted. Well, that was a superior performance. GG. JJ. I mean, I lost with 40 and 30 points, and I won with 27 in this match, so yeah, there was really not much that I could do. I mean, I could have definitely played better in the second round, and I could have played slightly better in this round, but I think in none of these rounds I could have done anything to catch up 30 or 40 points respectively. I've had quite good luck in a great deal of this tournament, going through the two group stages with 5-4 respectively, and then also the previous round, the top 32 game, that was also I thought I was down there actually, and then somehow swung it. I still don't know how. But yeah, this was a very, very clear story. I mean, I managed to snatch one game at least, but then, yeah, I'm happy with a top 8 finish. And good luck to you, JJ, for the remainder of this tournament. And thank you all for watching this video series. And hopefully see you again on some other tournament video, or other Wingspan video, or Magic video. And yeah, that's it from my side. See you around.